Hi, everybody. Karen Roby here for Tech Republic and ZDNet. A lot of companies right now stepping up or trying to figure out how they can step up to help in this time of crisis here in our country, in our world for that matter. And we're talking today with Scott with Stratasys. I know, Scott, you guys are a 3D printing company, and healthcare is one of the sectors that you've been involved in before, as well as government, education, things like that. Talk a little bit about what you guys are doing right now, the goal that you've set for yourself to help in this time of need.
Yeah, so thank you for the invite and appreciate the opportunity to talk about something that's impacting all of us today. So at Stratasys, our primary focus today is focusing on what we can do in the short, intermediate, and long term to help flatten the curve within the COVID-19 pandemic. So to start, our short-term solution is focusing on face shields and getting as many out to our healthcare providers, our frontline staff, as possible. And we're doing this in partnership with our top customers as well as our industry partners within the additive manufacturing space. Then we're also focusing on a midterm solution, which focuses more on the face masks and solutions that are more regulatory controlled that require testing and a full end-to-end solution. And then tertiary is we're focusing on the long term, on the medical components, the valves, the swabs that can be produced, the mechanical ventilators that can be produced to help mitigate any potential shortages that are located within the hospitals. Also splitters, things like that just the innovative people that are out in the world today are kind of really stepping up to try and help in any way that they can.
Yeah, and Scott, kind of a two-part question here. One is, you, as mentioned, that the healthcare sectors, this is nothing new for you guys to be working within, but how set up are you at this point to do this? And I know you guys are planning on donating a significant amount of the masks and things like that.
So one of the things that's been overwhelming is the amount of support that everyone is willing to provide. So this by no means is just what is Stratasys doing. We are partnering with all of our top companies, our top customers, healthcare institutions, and even individuals with maker-bought printers as well. So while we are well structured to support the demand, we are nowhere near capable to the volumes that are forecasted or anticipated for a need.
And are you finding good cooperation thus far, Scott?
What's been overwhelming is the amount of support. So we have companies like Medtronic, Toyota, GM, Ford, Google, Microsoft, Nike, Facebook. Everyone is really stepping up and saying, what can we do and how do we do it? So really the scalability of this is something that I know in my 20 years in this industry, I have never seen a global effort more orchestrated than what they are today on the COVID-19 crisis.
And just for those who aren't as familiar with 3D printing, Scott, talk a little bit about the timeline, like how long it takes to get, when you talk about mass producing some of the equipment that these frontline workers again are going to need. What does a timeline like that look like from start to finish till you're able to get it out?
So now that all of the designs are publicly available, there are STLs, files that customers can take offline and immediately apply to their printers. The printing process really will depend. If you're doing 1 or 2 shields or visors, that can take 2 hours. Right now, what we believe at Stratasys, within just the Stratasys capabilities, we can do between 2,000 and 3,000 face shields per day. And when we multiply that by the number of customers we have, it's tens multiplier of that volume. So really, that's why we're really creating this coalition. And actually, let me pause that. Stratasys is establishing a coalition of the entire industry to come together and say, what are your volume capacities and what can you contribute, donate to this process?
Excellent. Well, unfortunately, we're gonna need every bit of it, Scott, as we move through this and fight our way through this. And our hats always going off to those healthcare workers who are out there and taking care of business for all of us. So we appreciate you being here with us today, and best of luck to all of you guys that are coming together to help make a difference. We appreciate that.